Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another Smile Direct Club video. I know in my past ones I rambled a lot and I was kind of like all over the place. I just wanted to make a really quick, or maybe not so quick, and to the point video on a few key points that I think are very important to know before committing yourself to this. I feel like a lot of this information was not available to me before I started doing this. I did a lot of research and I watched a lot of videos, and I just feel like there wasn't always all the information that I would have liked there to have been out there. So I just wanted to make an honest video telling you guys some things that people don't always necessarily talk about. And as somebody who's almost done with my treatment plan, I literally have 2 weeks left in total. I just wanted to give you guys a perspective from somebody who has almost completely gone through it. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, then just keep watching. So the first thing that I want to talk about are the impression kits. And I know that a lot of people struggle with getting these done perfectly. I had mine denied the first time. I've actually done impression kits like this before with like teeth whitening, and I can never get it right for the life of me. I feel like it is really difficult to get them done perfectly, and a lot of people do have trouble doing it. So don't be discouraged if your impression kits get denied the first time. They will send you a replacement one free of charge. I also recommend that if you guys do live within at least 2 to 3 hours of a smile shop, I highly recommend taking the drive and going there, because that's really the only way to guarantee that your impressions and your aligners are going to come out absolutely perfect. I know that they're opening up a lot across the country, so hopefully you guys have one that is within driving distance to you guys, but don't be discouraged. Keep trying, and hopefully you guys will get it right. I know that there are a ton of videos on YouTube, and I know that on the Smile Direct Club website, they do give you detailed instructions on how to really get them done right. I believe that refinements are normally necessary for most cases. I think they say about 80% of people do end up needing them. And what refinements are just extra trays added on to your treatment plan. And another thing to keep in mind is that you have to qualify for refinements. And the only way that you will not qualify for refinements is if you get to the end of your treatment plan and your teeth do not match the end result that they told you you would get. So that brings me to my next point in making sure that you are 1000% happy with the results that they tell you you are going to have before you start the program. So what happens when your impressions get approved is they start working on your treatment plan and designing your trays. So they will send you either a before and after photo, that's what I got initially, or they will send you a video showing the progress of your teeth from month 1 to the end month, depending on however long your plan is. So mine was 6 months. I got a little mini video that was broken down into 6 parts, and once you played it, it showed how your teeth moved throughout that 6-month period. So I believe that if you are not happy and there are little things that you want to change or tweak, you can definitely get in touch with someone and let them know. And I'm sure that you could work with them and they can modify what your results will look like. So definitely make sure that you are 1000% happy with what your results are going to be. I talked about this a lot in the first video that I made regarding Smile Direct Club, and that is all about the first week, and it is honestly going to be hell. And I've heard a lot of people say that they had no problems the first week, but I think for the most part, the majority is that a lot of people struggle for that first week. And honestly, I thought I was gonna quit. I thought to myself that there was no way that I was going to be able to deal with going through that for 6 months. The pain was unbearable. The aligners completely cut off the inside of my mouth. If you guys want to see a more detailed video on what I went through, then I will link that down below. But if you can get through that first week, it is completely smooth sailing from then on. Just know that you may struggle a little bit in the beginning, but once you get through that, everything is perfectly fine. For the most part, I don't even remember that I have them in. I feel like this is more of an opinion, but for me personally, I feel like investing in a power file is an absolute must. They do include a little cheap flimsy filer in the kit. Although it is small, it doesn't allow you to really file in the inner arch, and it doesn't really allow you to get into certain spots and file as well as a power file would. The power file I bought, where did I get mine? I think I got mine at Harmon's for like $13. You can get them on Amazon for less than 20 bucks. They're super affordable, and I definitely suggest getting one before you even start. For the most part, you are definitely going to have to file your aligners a lot. That will prevent them from cutting the insides of your mouth. I wish I had gotten this filer a lot sooner, but I didn't get mine until almost 2 weeks into starting the treatment plan. So definitely suggest getting that before you start, and you may not even experience any pain the first week like I did. Patience is key, and although Smile Direct Club is a form of teeth straightening a lot quicker than other methods, it definitely does take time, and it does take time for a lot of people to actually see results. Although I've heard a lot of people have seen results within the first week, it took me almost 5 months for me to actually start to notice anything, and my whole treatment plan was for 6 months, and I did start to get a little nervous the closer I got to the end, and I honestly felt like it wasn't really working for me. But once I hit around like the 5.5 mark is when I really started to notice the differences. Definitely take pictures throughout your journey. Do not forget to take before pictures. I don't have a lot of pictures from before, but I would definitely suggest taking tons of pictures of your progress throughout your treatment. Another thing that I wanted to talk about that I felt was a huge thing, the shipment and the arrival of the aligners was not always consistent when it was time to switch to the next tray. So there were some months where I lucked out and got my delivery 2 weeks early, so I would have them all ready to go. But then there were times where I got my shipment almost a month later. But I read some really great news and found out that for all new patients, they are sending you all your aligners at once, whether you pay for the entire treatment plan up front or whether you do it monthly in the monthly payments. That is amazing. I wish they had done that for me when I first got started, but it is what it is, and I'm finally happy that they are starting to do that. So there will be no issues with shipments. I know that was a huge thing with the company, and the shipping was just not always consistent. So now that they have settled that, I think that is amazing. You must wear your aligners for at least 22 hours a day. I think when I first got my treatment plan, my little packet said that I had to wear them for at least 17 hours a day. And I know a lot of people said different times, but I think for the majority, everybody has to wear them for 22 hours a day for them to work. That means literally just taking them out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, brushing your teeth immediately after, and putting them right back in. For some people, this is definitely going to be a little bit of a lifestyle change. It will not allow you to snack throughout the day. For me, I'm not really much of a snacker, but I am a coffee drinker, so I like to sip on my coffee in the morning. I don't really like to drink it quickly, so that was kind of something that took a little adjusting, and I definitely have cut down on drinking coffee. I'm also a huge soda drinker, and I have cut down a lot on that, which is a good thing. So in the grand scheme of things, Smile Direct Club has cut down the amount of soda I've drank, the amount of coffee I've drank, and I feel like I've sort of eaten a little bit less just because sometimes it's not always convenient to brush your teeth when you're out in public or when you're at work. So essentially, I feel like it's all a good thing in the end. So it's definitely going to take a little getting used to, but in the end, for me personally, it just made me a little healthier. A huge thing that I feel like I hear a lot of people talking about is the fact that they say Smile Direct Club does not affect or change your bite. And I have to strongly disagree with that, because before I started the program, I had a really bad overbite. My treatment plan moved my bottom teeth forward a lot, and it completely changed my bite and almost entirely got rid of my overbite. I'm sure it's not 100% corrected, but it's definitely changed a lot for the better. I feel like that's a huge deciding factor that people have when they're looking into doing this. So take it from somebody who has gone through it. It did correct my bite. It may not be corrected entirely and perfectly, but it did correct it. The last thing that I want to tell you guys is to not be disappointed with your best results. And what I mean by that is, I feel like a lot of people go into orthodonture, and when they're researching about ways that they could straighten their teeth, they go into it thinking that their teeth are going to be absolutely perfectly straight in the end. And sadly, that's not always the case for everybody. This program is designed to shift your teeth and to straighten them to the best that they can. And this honestly all depends on the anatomy and the shape of your tooth. There are tons of people who get absolutely amazing, perfect results from this. And there's some people who probably aren't all 100% satisfied. I feel like this is something that I've definitely noticed more recently now that I've gotten to almost the end of my treatment plan. I definitely thought that my teeth were going to be a lot straighter, and now that I look at my teeth when I've almost got only like 2 weeks left, I see that I've got some gaps in between my teeth, and I don't know if that means that I just need refinements or if this is just the best that my teeth are going to get. I feel like depending on the shape of your tooth, when your teeth are perfectly aligned and straightened, they may not look completely straight if your teeth aren't shaped perfectly. So I hope I'm making sense with that. I feel like my teeth aren't 100% straight, but they may be as straight as they can be without getting like a veneer or a bond to correct the shape of them. So like I said, I feel like I have some gaps in between my teeth still, but then if I look at the root of my tooth at the top, they seem to be touching. So I hope I'm making sense in trying to explain this, but don't be completely disappointed if at the end your teeth aren't 100% like perfectly straight. My teeth are a hell of a lot straighter than what I started with, so I am so happy for that. And I feel like for the most part, my teeth are pretty straight. I just feel like they're not completely straight, and I feel like that has to just do with the anatomy of my teeth and the shape of them. So I just wanted to mention that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it gave you a little bit more information than what has been out there. I feel like some of these topics, I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about, and I just wanted to make you guys a little bit more informed before you start doing this and just give you guys the honest truth about what I have gone through so far. So I hope my videos have been helpful to you guys. I have a bunch of other videos that I have made throughout my journey. If you guys are interested in checking them out, I will link them down below. And if this is something that you guys have been thinking about or something you want to get started with doing, I do have a link that will give you guys 50% off your impression kit. So that'll definitely save you guys a lot of money. If you guys have any questions regarding Smile Direct Club or any questions on my experience or need advice on anything regarding this, I will answer them to the best of my ability. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Once I finish out these next 2 weeks, I will do probably like an overall video of my experience and then let you guys know about the last month as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.